So when did you jump off the porch into them streets, Big Kev?
Uh, really like going into the 10th grade. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know, but I lived in a hotel for a big part of my life. My mom was a maid for the hotel, and we was fucked up. You know, we didn't really have no bread, and my step pops used to get high. You know what I'm saying? And so it was always kind of rough. You know, my step pops would get paid, and he would spend his whole paycheck getting high, and then the hotel would be threatening to put us out on the street. And you know, we didn't know nobody here like that for real. I didn't have no family here, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So I started doing little shit, copping double ups. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Copping grams and breaking them down into 20s and shit like that. Just trying to get a couple of dollars so I could buy nice school shoes and shit like that, because my mom didn't really have the extra money. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, you know, she would get her paycheck and they would damn near keep the whole paycheck except for a few dollars. You know what I'm saying? And we needed that for food. So the fact that we didn't really have much made me say, you know what, I need to get some money. And I was around a lot of fiends. You know what I'm saying? I knew a lot of fiends. So I just started, you know, copping a little bit of work just to make some money. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, these shoes cost $100. I need to make $100 real quick. You know what I'm saying? That's how I really started. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, I had a job. I worked at the Farm Fresh in Phoebus from 10th grade to 12th grade. So once I started working and get my paycheck, I would take half my paycheck and flip it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to get some money.
Right.
Let me ask you this. A lot of places are known, like I lived out Virginia Beach, and I've stayed at a hotel before, you know, where a lot of these hotels are like fiend hotels. Was the hotel that you and your family stayed at one of those type of hotels?
Yeah, we was at the Golden
Things.
Yeah, we was at the Golden Sands. Yeah, I was right at the Golden Sands in the heart of Buckrow. And what really got me into it was all the New York niggas used to come down from out of town, and they would stay there. And all the Mexicans, when they would come in off the scallop boats, they would stay there. And all the prostitutes would be running around, and you know what I'm saying? And you know, it used to be a little crazy. So the New York niggas really taught me how to hustle a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just by watching them. They used to send me to the store, and they would give me like $40 to go to the store and get shit for them and shit like that. And then one day, I'll never forget, I don't even know if he's still alive, but this dude named Easy, he was from New York, and he used to run the crew. Like, he was the leader of their crew. And one day he just started showing me shit in the hotel room. And he was just like, if you got some money, you can get people to do anything you want. You know what I'm saying? And my mom was the maid. So when the police would get ready to kick their doors in, she would tell them, like, look, y'all better get y'all shit about it. Here, the police coming up in here tomorrow. So they would switch their rooms and shit like that. So they would look out for my mom and give her money for letting them know that the police was about to kick their shit in. You know what I'm saying? So it was, at that time, Golden Sands was off the chain. You know what I'm saying? It was all students and everything going on out there. And I'm a young boy, and I'm outside witnessing all this. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So the members of Certified Dope, did you run across them, you know, in high school while you was at Phoebus?
Well, yeah, really before high school, me and Brian Perry became friends first. He was one of the first people that I became friends with out here. And I met John through Brian. And Lo used to hang out Buckrow. And I met Eric, DJ E, through Brian's older brother, Kevin. You know what I'm saying? And he was a DJ back then. And that's really how you know, it all started. Like Brian and John, they wasn't even back then. Dancing was the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And Lo used to teach them how to make up these dance routines, and people used to trip because they was two white guys that could dance. You know, they'd be like, white people ain't got no rhythm. You know what I'm saying? So when people used to see them dancing, they used to be like, yo, these two white boys can fucking dance, yo. And I started writing their raps for them, you know what I'm saying? And teaching them the raps because, you know, the vision was to make them a group. Once, you know, if we ever popped off and made some money, the vision was to make them a group of their own. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we were friends before high school.
Oh, okay. So what moves did y'all, you know what I mean, when did you start the buzz as far as get the buzz from your music? Was it during the certified dope era or was it after that?
Yeah, it was during the certified dope era. When we dropped this tape called Out for Fame, we sold a lot of copies of that tape at $5. And, you know, we would go to the high schools and the teen center and people was buying the tapes. And that's what started it. You know what I'm saying? And when people, you know, I guess they would say I was the standout guy of the group or whatever the case may be. But that's how I really started it, you know what I'm saying, and going to the teen center and the Heartbreak Alley for teen night when I started winning these competitions. It was just like people was like, yo, you know, you should take this a little bit more seriously. And being that all the high schools used to go there, you know what I'm saying? That's how we really started to meet people and know people. And, you know, as the years, that just kept going, you know what I mean? And the word spread around, you know what I mean?
So certified dope comes together in the late 80s or early 90s?
Early 90s.